Hello, I'm Wade Henderson, and this is Delta Hands, conversations with our neighbors who create visual art. In this edition, we'll see three very different artists. One works with an ancient method of dyeing silk to successfully capture the element of surprise. Another has for 30 years pursued the simple structural beginning for every complex pattern in nature and design. And the other is participating in creation as he paints on Jackson Square. His life is art, and he is a piece of work. We begin with Deborah Simeral and learn our Japanese word for the week, Shibori. Deborah loves to teach others her art, and her own work is prized by collectors.
I get excited. I get that momentum going after I've dyed something. I have to put it down, I have to let it wait. And when I start peeling those cords and seeing those colors come up, I get real excited. I get this real, I get a joy. I have done something, a real satisfying feeling. I love working with the silk. I love that feel. I can't describe that feeling. I just realized that. I really can't describe that feeling that I get when I'm that end process. A little bit of sadness comes in there, okay? Really, I guess, a little bit of sadness comes in because I'm like, wow, look what I just created. And I can't do that again. I can't do that exact same process again to get it to that. I mean, every time I've done it, it's different. And in this, I really haven't had too many mistakes, but even my mistakes have turned out to be very unusual. I started working with another fiber artist, Kathy Reed, and got interested in her Procyon cold water dyes and just dyeing fabrics and garments and yarns, and then later found out a method of Shibori, which was the embellishment of materials due to pleating, folding, creasing, and it's the original form of tie-dye. Shibori means the element of surprise in Japanese. It's the root word. And after seeing it done, I decided that I wanted to explore that process. I think nature inspires everyone's art. There's no way around it. This being a water source, I mean, I couldn't do my dyeing without water. I think we're all affected by it. I love when I'm walking in the woods and I see irises or certain colors, and I'll go back and say, ooh, I want to do some greens, I want to do some blues, or I want to do some purples, because of something that I've seen out in nature. This turned out great if I see a nice flow. Sometimes freaks of nature happen. I'll open up a scarf. It happened one time when my son was working with me and he wanted to learn what I was doing. We opened up a scarf and there were faces in it. They really looked like faces. Another time it was a crawfish. A perfect crawfish formed. And I mean, that will never happen again. One of the biggest patterns that come up, especially when I do overdyeing, and we're going to do some overdyeing in a few minutes, is animal prints. It looks like snake skin or tiger skin. And I'm always amazed when I see women walk into one of the galleries where I carry my scars, and they'll go, oh, look at that tiger skin print. And then I realize it does look like tiger skin, and I didn't mean for it to look like tiger skin. That's just how it kind of came up. So I like to see people's expressions. I love to see people when they walk into some of the galleries that carry my scarves, and I'll see them start talking about the colors. Some people notice colors, some people notice designs, some people like the way it feels. Everybody has a different look, aspect to my work. Some people don't see those hidden symbols in there, the scarves that have the crawfish in them that just come out, the clouds, the people's faces, the fire dances. I didn't even tell you about that one. We had one, it looked like people dancing in the fire. Those were real unusual. Did the person that bought my scarf know that? Did they see what I saw? Did they buy it because of the color, or did they buy it because of the symbolism in there? I like what I'm doing. I like to work with kids because kids just do it and don't question how it's going to look, and whatever they do, they're pretty much satisfied with it. They don't have that preconceived notion that it's got to turn out just like mine, like adults do. Kids absolutely light up, especially when they're doing t-shirts, and I'll say to them, did you expect to have a big bullseye circle in the middle? And they'll go, no. And how did I do that? I don't know. How did you do that? Can you do that again? Oh yeah, sure. It won't happen. They'll get another bullseye, it won't be the same. This is not a perfect world. I use that all the time when I'm teaching kids how to fish print or teaching kids how to shibori. It's not a black and white world, guys. It's full of color. There's a lot of surprises in there. Shibori rolls right over into my life. Life has got a surprise to it, and you don't always have the right answer. Sometimes it develops from your work. Sometimes it sits for a while and has to grow. I think my mistakes and my scars sometimes are probably meant to be. They're waiting for that other color to be added in there. Their final destination is not there yet. I've learned from watching other artists that you should work with your mistakes. David Fox has taught me that. Some of my best art probably have been my mistakes.
Oh yeah, I like that. This was bronze and lapis.
I'll never have that happen again.
When Delta Hands continues, we'll meet an artist who works on Jackson Square and whose work is as colorful as his name. And we'll also meet an artist who has, after 30 years, discovered the one pure design.